drivable, it is illegal.
It's just a big cover-up, basically.
What some mechanics are doing is putting lives at risk. Thousands of cars now ticking time bombs, busting the roadworthy cowboys who'll do anything for money. The mobile phone operation. The top neurosurgeon with the brain tumour fight he wants all mobile users to see. How to reduce your risk. Christmas bargains like no other. Choice has found the outlets where all gifts are up to 80% off right now. And how these 5 mums lost a staggering 300 kilos. They say anyone can do it. Good evening and thanks for your company on Today Tonight. They are the ticking time bombs, dangerous cars being put on our roads and putting lives at risk. Second-hand vehicles are being given the mechanical all clear and are then being sold to unsuspecting buyers. Rodney Lowe's reports on a rort that can have dangerous consequences.
I just want to know, why did you sell and unload?
Furious. Very furious. Sorry.
I definitely wouldn't drive this vehicle on the road. It's basically a fire hazard too.
We didn't want to drive in a car that could kill us.
There are more than 13 million vehicles on Australian roads, and a fair percentage are dangerous. Just how many is unknown. Why? Because the very system meant to police vehicle safety is a complete farce.
The safety certificate's just a joke.
Nadine Kington bought this 2006 Ford Territory for $15,000 from a private seller. It came with a valid safety certificate, mandatory when selling a car. But Nadine soon found it was just a piece of paper.
I put my foot on the brake and I could feel the whole car start to shudder.
Despite the certificate, the brakes were shot. Nadine approached the mechanic who ticked off on the vehicle.
Told me to get lost and, yeah.
Nadine's mother, Charmaine, is beside herself every time her daughter and granddaughter get in the car.
Oh, it's pathetic.
$1,000 later, Nadine has now fixed the brakes, but her mother is still worried there may be more unseen dangers.
You think you're being safeguarded by having a roadworthy done, and the roadworthy's worth, what? Nothing. Something that you can flush down the toilet. That's all it's worth.
And it's not just private sellers offloading potential death traps. Second-hand car yards can be just as dangerous.
We wanted to buy a car to travel and to have accommodation.
German backpackers, 19-year-olds Rike and Danielle, found this Mitsubishi Magna station wagon at International Vehicle Wholesalers on the Magic Mile in Brisbane. It was a bargain. Bona fide safe with a valid certificate. They paid $2,500. But they didn't even get 10 kilometres from the car yard.
We were straight on our way to the mechanic and then started smoking.
They took it to the nearest mechanic. Steve Howes, with 20 years' experience, couldn't believe their car had passed a safety check.
When this car came in, it didn't even have brake lights, and that's when we had our first doubts. And just opening up the bonnet, looking at the oil leaks, water leaks, yeah, it shouldn't be on the road. And it should not have passed a roadworthy. I would have to say nobody's even had a look at it for a roadworthy.
The girls took it back to the dealer, who told them he'd fix it. It broke down again, and they returned again.
It is going to be safe to drive that car.
Oh, of course, yes. It's been down, it's had everything done that you wanted, and yes, it's fine.
This time we took it straight back to Steve, who says the car's still not safe to be driven.
It's basically a fire hazard too, because you can see, if you look up here, all the oil on the exhaust.
We approached the dealer, John Pallow.
Yeah, well, mate, I'm not a mechanic, so I wouldn't know.
He in turn responded through his lawyer.
It's not the case that every car dealer should be perceived as mechanically qualified. Our client has provided every courtesy despite anger, frustration and at times abuse from the purchasers.
So we found the mechanic John Dean, who signed off on the original roadworthy operating out of this backyard. And he's adamant the car left his place safe.
I couldn't find anything wrong with the roadworthy guys.
So supposedly, after leaving his place at Joyner in Brisbane's north, the car developed this litany of problems, all in just a 36-kilometre trip to the dealer.
What, it suddenly developed all these faults, did it? I've been in this business an awful long time. I'm not a child.
He may not be, but the matter is now under dual investigation by Fair Trading and the Department of Transport, who will both have their work cut out for them. In the past, we've found in just a couple of hours in a shopping centre car park dozens of deadly cars.
Put it right there and wait for the go on. Now off, man.
For the victims, the unsuspecting buyers, they just want mechanics to do their job and the transport authorities to start policing them.
Right, safe motoring, my butt.
That's Rodney Lowe's reporting, and we believe Fair Trading officers paid the mechanic and the dealer a visit today. The dealer offered the girls a refund, but only if we didn't air that story. What you're about to see now is life and death, an operation on a 27-year-old woman with a deadly brain tumour. Her name is Anna and she wants you to see it. So does her world-renowned surgeon, as a warning about mobile phone use, because that's what they believe caused the tumour. Laura Sparks reports on the fight for Anna's life.
Since I've been diagnosed, if I see someone on their mobile phone without a hands-free, it annoys me because I'm just thinking, you know, give it 10 years and you could be in my position.
Anna, how are you?
Oh my God, look at your outfit.
How are you feeling?
I honestly believe that I'm in this position right now with this tumour because I've overused my phone.
If you look specifically just at tumours in the ear area, the incidence is 2.5 times higher in heavy mobile phone users. Yeah, I mean, that's all I'm going to say. You know, you'd be an idiot to ignore it.
It's the brain tumour operation neurosurgeon Dr. Charlie Teo wants every mobile phone user to see.
The tumour's right here above her right ear. It's about the size of an apple, and it's sitting right there. I'm not trying to be an alarmist. I'm not trying to be the world's expert on EMR. All I'm saying is I think you've got to look at the literature and you can't put your head in the sand.
For Anna Tarrant, her invitation to film the removal of her tumour is part of her crusade.
If I was watching somebody in my position right now and seeing what they're going through, I would seriously think twice about picking up my mobile phone. You always think it's never going to happen to you, but reality is that it has happened to me.
Make no mistake, what you're about to witness is life and death. We first met Anna 2 weeks ago in the lead up to the surgery.
And that's just here?
It's positioned right there.
Today is D-Day. On the surface, she looks relaxed.
Blue is my colour.
Well, you look very fetching in blue.
Thanks, guys.
It sets off the red hair.
But her jokes mask a deep fear.
So many possibilities coming out, you know, disabled, paralysed, dead, you know, and that's the reality.
The horror of it all flickers in her eyes as she fights the inevitable of the anaesthetic.
Am I going to be able to see my parents again? I mean, they're effectively cutting into my brain. You know, it's pretty heavy. Yeah, it's heavy duty.
Anna's tumour is literally sitting on the side of her brain just here above her ear. So it's not difficult to find. The problem is it's embedded in that part of the brain that controls the movement of the left side of the body. So its removal is extremely sensitive.
There's virtually no way she won't wake up with some degree of paralysis. I'm hoping that the paralysis will be temporary, but unfortunately it may even be permanent.
While preparing Anna for the critical surgery, Dr. Teo explains he's seeing an increase in tumours around the ear, something that used to be a rarity.
Even though we've never proven that there's a link between mobile phone usage and brain tumours, it seems a little bit suspicious that we are getting a higher incidence of insular gliomas with more mobile phone usage. I mean, the two seem to go hand in hand.
It doesn't take long for Dr. Teo to find Anna's tumour.
You can see it right there. That's normal brain there, that's tumour there. It's very unforgiving surgery, you know. Make a mistake, you can take away someone's ability to read or see or drive or move or speak.
The delicate removal takes just 1 hour.
Potentially we could have cured her. If we haven't cured her, and unfortunately in the majority of cases you don't cure them, We haven't cured her. What we've done is just bought her time.
Less than 48 hours later, we visit Anna, not knowing what to expect.
Don't make me smile, you're hurting me. Look at you with the mowing.
Congratulations, we have to have some mowing. How are you feeling?
Gorgeous girl. I'm up. I'm happening.
I can't believe you're standing up.
I know.
Talking, walking.
I'm so relieved. I was absolutely terrified. I don't think I've ever felt so scared in my life.
Actually looked like you were fighting the anaesthetic.
I didn't want to go to sleep because I didn't want to die, and I honestly thought that that was it for me. I can't feel myself touching her hand.
Is that right?
Anna still faces a battle. Her left hand is numb and she's in a lot of pain. Soon she'll find out if the tumour is cancerous. If it is, she'll undergo chemotherapy. And it's almost inevitable the small part of tumour left in her brain will grow back.
If that's all I have to worry about at the moment, you know, I've come out of this a really, really lucky person, and this isn't it for me. You know, I've made the decision that I'm going to raise awareness about this mobile usage.
Dr Tio's tips on reducing the danger of speaking regularly on the phone: use an earpiece or put the phone on speaker, or even better, only text.
So I don't mind being proven wrong in 10 years' time, but it'd be terrible if I didn't make a statement now about a personal concern and a worry, and we find out in 10 years' time that there actually is a causative link between mobile phones and brain cancer.
It's Laura Sparks reporting. Now, Anna finds out if that tumour was cancerous in 4 weeks. We'll keep you posted and wish her all the best. And for more information about Dr Tio's Cure for Life Foundation, the details are on our website. Still ahead on Today Tonight, the group of mothers and their amazing weight loss success, how they